Created by Brett.
Yeah. Hey Brett, how do you start a YouTube channel and make YouTube videos?
There are 5 things that you need to start a successful YouTube channel, and I'm going to tell you what those are after I tell you how to create a YouTube account, which is really easy. If you already have a YouTube username like these guys, you can upload videos to your channel. And if you don't have a username on YouTube, it's super easy to get one. You find the button that says sign in and you click it. And after that, YouTube just walks you through the steps. It's super easy, and you just probably need an email, I think is all. But now for those 5 things that you need to start a successful YouTube channel. The first thing you need is a brand, like Sexy Phil is a brand, Tobuscus is a brand, Daily Grace is a brand. Those are some channels that I really like. And that's the name of your channel. Like mine is Created by Brett right there. So I got the YouTube channel name Created by Brett. So it's youtube.com/createdbybrett. Now it used to be you could do that, although now they're using people's names. So if you have a distinct name, like my name is Brett Julie, but nobody knows how to spell Julie, so I went with Created by Brett. And I recommend getting a tiny URL version of your channel name that links to your channel. You could just go to tinyurl.com, put in the web address of your channel, which is going to be some long gobbledygook thing, and then turn it into a tiny URL with a distinct name. Like if I were to do Created by Brett, it would be tinyurl.com/createdbybrett or even CBB. And then that way you can send that link to people to get to your channel. The second thing that you need to start a successful YouTube channel is a way to record videos. You can either get a full-on video camera like I use, you can use an iPhone, but do not put it this way. Put it this way, because then the video is horizontal like a YouTube video is. Otherwise you wind up with one of those, you've seen videos that are like shaped like this. Terrible. If you plan on doing animations, you could buy something like Anime Studio for the Mac or something like that and just do animations and upload those. If you're doing gaming commentary, you could even just get a screen recorder and it would capture, your gameplay. So those are the 2 basic things you need. The other 3 things that I'm going to suggest are intermediate and advanced. The third thing for creating a successful YouTube channel is deciding what to shoot. There's a link down in the description of this video to one of my videos that tells you ideas of things to shoot. And don't worry whether other YouTubers are already doing this. Because the thing is, there's millions and millions of channels on YouTube, and like 100,000 of them are doing this one thing. And another 100,000 of them are doing this one thing. So anything you're going to try to choose to do, you're going to get 100,000 other people doing the same thing. And you can actually use that to your advantage in 2 ways. You can go and watch other people's videos of doing the same kind of things that you do to get inspiration, to get ideas, say, oh, well, they do it this way, they edit it this way, they shoot outdoors, they shoot indoors, they do this, they do that. Get ideas from other people doing similar things to you, and you might be able to collaborate with them. If there's somebody who's doing something that's similar to what you're doing and you like it, and you think they might be open to it, you get in touch with them. Get in touch and say, hey, why don't we collaborate on some videos? I'll shoot some footage here that's, similar to what you're doing. You shoot some footage there that's similar to what I'm doing. We'll include it in our own videos. We'll mention each other. And then that way, you actually get more viewers because that person's viewers see you on their video, and then they may come and subscribe to you. And same for that person that you collaborated with. All the people watching your videos are going to see them, and they might go subscribe to that person. And collaborations leads me to my 4th thing that you need to start a successful YouTube channel, which is a plan to get successful. Collaborations are great. If you have friends who are doing YouTube videos, make sure you collaborate with them. If you have friends who are doing YouTube videos, make sure you collaborate with them. Make sure that you are in their videos and that they mention you in their videos and your channel name so people can come and subscribe. And then make sure that they are in your videos and you mention them. And that's where that tiny URL that I mentioned comes in handy, because then instead of doing this really long, ugly YouTube URL for finding your channel when you're in the credits of their video, you can have a pretty little tiny URL. But I have some more ideas about having a plan for YouTube success. Experiment. Try out different things and see which of your videos get the most views and figure out why. A lot of it is going to be based on the title you use, the description that you use, and the tags that you use. And I have a video that I made about that, and that is of course down in the description as well, so click on that link. But also check out the YouTube Creator Playbook. That's a PDF that YouTube has come up with over the last however many years with all of their suggestions for getting more viewers and more subscribers on your videos. They even rank each of the tips that they suggest to you. So what I did, because they rank them 1 through 5, I ranked the ones with the impact of 5, and those are the first ones that I started with. Because they have a lot of tips and you gotta figure out where to start. So I recommend starting with the ones that are gonna get you the most viewers and the most subscribers. And one of those tips is having good titles, good descriptions, and good tags. And the 5th thing that you need, or may not need, for starting a successful YouTube channel is pretty good technical quality. In other words, your videos look good, they sound good, they're well lit, and they're edited nicely. If you're stuck with a webcam, do some experiments with it to see, is it better if I talk fast? Is it better if I talk slow? Is it better if I'm close to the camera? Or is it better if I'm far away from the camera? But if you have an actual video camera or an iPhone, you're way ahead of the game because you have HD video, or pretty darn good video. Do think about what's behind you. I made this set kind of thing. These are just plastic tablecloths, and then these are just stuff from videos and things that I've created. And the reason I use orange and blue is that they are the colors of my logo, orange and blue. So I'm tying in the theme and the brand and all that stuff. Another thing that's really important for technical quality is lighting. And what I do is I have a whole bunch of light there and then one really bright light right over here. If I turn off the light over here, it just kind of looks flat and uninteresting. So it's good to have this one. But if you're using just indoor lamps, like regular lighting from your room, make sure afterwards that you do what's called color correction in your editing software, if you do that. Like on a Mac, which is what I use, you have iMovie, and they make it really easy to change the color, because lamps in a house make everything look kind of yellow and ugly. I have special lighting that I bought. They're actually daylight bulbs, so if you have daylight bulbs in your house, the video's gonna come out looking pretty good to start with. But I mentioned iMovie, and that's pretty important because you're gonna wanna cut out the boring parts out of your videos. At the beginning, if you turn on the camera and then you go, hi YouTube, you wanna cut out the part where you go, and you wanna cut out the part where you turn on the camera. It's really quick to do. You just go and you cut it off, and then you have the rest of the video is good. You can also just cut out all the parts where you pause, like I do, because I pause a lot. So if you're on a Mac, you have iMovie for free, and you can just practice using it, maybe get a tutorial somewhere. And if you're on a PC, you have Windows Movie Maker, and you can just practice using that and practice doing transitions and stuff. But another key is to watch how other people edit their videos, especially other people who you like their videos and have been doing it for a while. The way I edit my videos, which makes it seem like I'm really smart and quick and can talk quickly and have really quick thoughts, is I cut off everything up until the very first noise that comes out of my mouth. And at the end of the shot, I cut out right after the last noise is out of my mouth. So there's no silence in between when I say one sentence and then I cut to the next angle, like I'm over here, I'm over here. When I cut between those, I cut out the silence, and then it makes it look like I'm just jumping around and saying things really quickly. So those are the 5 things that you need in order to start a successful YouTube channel. You need a brand, you need to know how to record, you need to decide on what you're gonna shoot, you have to have a success plan, and you should think about the technical quality of your videos. If you're not subscribed yet, please do, and if you have a question for me about something, just leave it down in the thingy thing, and then, if I like your question, and I can answer it, maybe I'll make a video for you next time.
Please share this video.